In this video, we're going to put together a cash payment schedule. So our ultimate goal is to put together a cash budget, but we need to figure out how much cash we will receive on our sales. So we usually do that as a separate schedule. And then also how much cash we're going to pay out from our purchases and our other amounts that we owe during the month. So that's when we do a cash payment schedule. And then we bring all those schedules together at the end and fold them into our cash budget. So let's read through this question, and as we go, I'll fill in the information. So I do have the template for the cash payment schedule. So we're looking at our purchases, and then we're looking at our labor and our fixed overhead costs. And this is for January through till April. So it says Ultravision Limited anticipates sales of $2,400 from January through April. Okay, so, and then it says materials will represent 50% sales, and because of level production, material purchases will be equal for each month during these 4 months. So this is a little bit complicated the way that they said this, but let's just try and make sense of it. Basically, my purchases from January through April, my sales are $240,000. And if I take that and I divide that by the 4 months, that means my sales for each month is $60,000. So that's January, February, March, April. And because I'm not looking at sales, I'm looking at purchases. The question told me that purchases are 50% of the sales. So then that's 30,000. So now what I can do is put 30,000 in for January, February, March, and April. And I'll just show you the math on there again. I took the 240,000 of sales for those 4 months. I divided that by 4 months. That gave me 60,000 in sales each month. And I'm not looking at sales, I'm looking at purchases. And they just said that purchases represent 50% of sales. And that's 30,000. And because of level production, I'm producing the same every month. We're just going to do that same purchase amount for every month. Now, it doesn't apply for December, so maybe they'll give us the opening amount for that one. Okay, so it says, materials are paid for 1 month after the month purchased. Materials purchased in December of last year were 20,000, and that's half of the 40,000 in sales. So I can go ahead and put this 20,000 right in here. I'm just going to get rid of I just got rid of the drawing so it wouldn't follow me. Okay, so I put the 20,000 in, and now what they're telling me is the payment of the purchase is in the following month. So remember, I need to look at when the cash is being paid, regardless of when the purchase was made. So I read it right here. Materials are paid for 1 month after the month purchase. So whatever I bought in December, I'm paying for in January. Whatever I bought in January, I'm paying for in February. Whatever I bought in February, I'm paying for in May or March. And then whatever I bought in March, I'm paying for in April. So I just color coded these to show you the pattern. So now that I have all of my payments for purchases, I want to look at how much I have to pay in labor next. So it says labor costs for each of the 4 months are slightly different due to a provision in the labor contract in which bonuses are paid in February and April. Okay, that's fair enough. So here's the payments for labor: January, February, March, and April. So I can just go ahead and put those amounts in. So 10,000 for January, 13,000 for February, 10,000 for March, and 15,000 for April. Fixed overhead is 6,000 monthly, so I don't have to change that. So we'll just put the cash amount in. So the cash fixed overhead is the same. So each question are going to be slightly different. Maybe in the next question, fixed overhead isn't the same, or maybe there's some non-cash items in the fixed overhead account that you would have to remove because this is only a cash budget. So what I'm doing is I'm adding up all of the payments for each month. So in January, my cash payments are going to be 36,000. In February, they're going to be 49,000. In March, they're going to be 46,000. And in April, they're going to be 51,000. So these are the amounts that you would then carry over onto your cash budget.